welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is Reflection of Mine. I suppose I should quantify. It's not my reflection. It's actually the reflection of Lily Witchigan, the protagonist of this particular title. Reflection of Mine is a dark puzzle video game about the dissociative identity disorder. I'll have to take their word on that because I don't know enough about that to make a judgment call. The entire game takes place in the broken mind of Lily Witchigan, and the goal is to discover who is real, Lily herself or one of her many personalities. The plot will tell us about her many minds and how they are fighting each other. This could be problematic, like, but in terms of its plot
Insert
structure.
insert that meme of I don't know enough about X to tell you that doesn't seem right, but I don't know enough about X to tell you for sure.
Basically, um, putting that aside, the actual gameplay here is movement puzzle. Specifically, the two characters will move at the same time, and they will repeat. This is a distinct thing from moving opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the more common way of doing this. Like at least Zelda likes to do the opposite way. But no, it's like if you go left, your doppelganger will go left, or ditto right, and functionally, it's still the same kind of tricks. Like you have to get like one girl in place, and then you can move the other independently, kind of deal.
Because if one of them can't move, the other one just move. If one of them can't move in a direction, they just stay still.
Right. Arguably, though, this is just less complicated than the opposite way because you only have to keep track of one direction.
Mm-hmm.
I say arguably because in practice it can still be quite brain teasy.
Mm-hmm.
And here to report on that is Petty Fan because we were given the PlayStation 4 version of this, and he's our PlayStation 4 guy.
This makes my brain meats hurt.
I
But
don't doubt this.
But yeah, each chapter of this game has a different gimmick. Like the first chapter is you can turn back time a little ways. Second chapter is key puzzles, and yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, the story is interesting. I'll give it that. And it's doled over like little bits after you complete certain number of levels.
Mm-hmm.
And the I guess penalty for death isn't a whole lot. So
I wonder if you can even call it death.
fair enough.
Now, once again, that could be a factor in the actual story.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I will say sometimes the controller it prefers you to use the analog stick, but it's only 4-way movement. So sometimes that it gets caught between two, and
yeah,
you're probably gonna die.
Is there any speed modulation?
Nope.
Then why? Just because it's theoretically the primary input?
Possibly.
maybe they were thinking D-pad.
Maybe.
But most systems still have a D-pad.
The
Right.
PS4 has a D-pad. A rather nice D-pad.
I don't think that's in doubt. I'm just saying, this is not the kind of game you would want to play with an analog stick.
Oh God, no.
See my ranting in what was it, Nyanko Space for more details.
Yeah.
That used a system, and that was bound to the analog stick, and it was god awful. So anyway, I will say that our more recent crop of Rodalekia productions, they've gotten better at picking art styles, or rather, games with interesting art styles. Yeah, once again, this is one of their port jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I think the original game came out a couple years ago on PC, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, seeing 2017, the port of this was released a few months ago. Yeah, that's just kind of the timetable that Radalaika works on. Sometimes they're faster, you know, especially when it's their own stuff. But getting back on track here.
If you die enough times, you can get like helps that will basically show you how to get to the next checkpoint.
I guess that's nice potentially, unless you're one of those people who gets super insulted when a game insists on giving you hints.
Well, it can. You have to actually hit the button to make them do the hints. So.
Oh, okay, it just makes it possible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And damn it. Okay, that was one of the times that the controller decided, yeah, you're doing two inputs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of annoying, but
Right. How's the music?
you into goth?
That doesn't surprise me, given the aesthetics on display here.
No, it does not. I was like, yeah, this is on brand.
Mm-hmm. At any rate, so in terms of pricing, the game clocks in at $7.99, so $8, and that is across all platforms. So no weird disparities that sometimes occur when Radalaika does port work. Um, that being said, the Steam version has a few extras that you can't get on the consoles. Standard stuff, DLCs, wallpapers, and soundtrack. Those are going for $1 and $5, $5.98 for the DLC, and the entire package is $11.17. Um, so is this game worth that amount of money?
Maybe?
Mm. I suppose it depends on how much you like this particular,
Yeah.
um, you know. And I suppose like that's kind of one of my grievances when we get a puzzle game that is a specific kind of puzzle. Um, like this isn't too long. I think it's like 74 levels.
Yeah, and there's like split of over 4 chapters. I don't know what
Yeah.
the gimmicks of chapter 3 and 4 are because I kind of don't have those unlocked.
Right.
Because I'm
But
not very good at this game.
the point is, like this is the kind like this is a dedicated puzzle game to what is essentially like a mini game in Zelda, or a
Mm-hmm.
just one puzzle type in that game series.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, one thing about the
it's like
hints is it also has like a mini game thing tied to it, and that one, you're basically running down a corridor, but the controls are reflected.
yeah,
So you go,
right
one character goes left, the other one goes right.
there it is.
Yep, yep, yep.
That being said, also this kind of puzzle game is very exacting. So you can like you can very easily cheat and go look up a guide, and they will have exact detailed instructions to how to do each level,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that this being a Radalaika port, it has an easy platinum. Like Radalaika games are usually sought after for their very easy platinums.
Mhm.
For people who like having large gamer scores.
Basically.
Yeah. I'm like, granted, it's even more mystifying with the PlayStation set because you don't actually get scores with that. You just get the trophy levels.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's like gamer scores, just one of those things that's always mystified me.
Oh.
It's like, I mean, I get Steam Chivos all the time. They don't mean anything to me.
I think the only time they really mean something is occasionally they can give you a trading card with some of them.
Possibly. Like,
And if the trading card means something to you,
You can sell them.
I know, but they're
Yeah.
not worth much usually, unless they're super rare ones.
Still, there's an entire economy around the trading cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually fairly big business. But
I understand this, but that doesn't mean I get it or approve.
True, but I get that more than I get achievements. Like, there's money there. This is like, especially when you don't have an actual gamer score.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway, anything else on Reflection of Mine?
Not really.
Excuse me, you're pronouncing that wrong. It's actually Yasfulsk.
Okay, no more trying to summon the demon
The
Gullux.
backwards R is Ya in Russian, and that's not an E, it's a Sigma. And the fucking dagger does not have a pronunciation. Actually, I think the O's are thetas too, so Ithn. Reflectithn. Or one-thun? Is that a one or a whatever?
I think we broke him, boys.
No. I think he broke you.
Fair.
Anyway, yeah, that is Reflection of Mine. Be sure to tune in after the break as we'll be reviewing Nyaf.